The University of San Francisco is over 150 years old. We are in the middle of San Francisco, and we occupy about 52 acres. It's a very open campus of about 10,000 students overall, and about 3,500 students living on campus. Safety and security, I think, for all universities is usually the number one priority. And that's because you have a responsibility not only to the students, but to your staff and to anybody who really comes on campus.
We want them to not just feel safe, but to actually be safe. We want them also to be able to function in ways that feel natural and normal to them, to focus their attention on what they're here to do, which is to grow, to learn, and to thrive.
We've got different ways of looking at security, and one is boots on the ground, but more and more we're looking to technological advances that can help make the personnel aspects work much more effectively.
The University of San Francisco has had Cisco technology for many years, everything from core infrastructure to endpoints out in the field. We've leveraged that investment also into the security space, and we now have Cisco-connected safety and security technology. We have video surveillance, which is unified with our access control system, our campus card system, our notification system, as well as incident response.
One of the important things in maintaining a safe environment is making sure that people who are accessing our buildings, our residence halls, are folks that are welcome, that are supposed to be there.
We've always used student workers as community assistants. They work the front desks of the residence halls, and their responsibility is to monitor the occupancy of everyone who comes in.
There's always human behavior that allows for an unsafe environment. For example, students propping open doors, which happens all of the time in residence halls.
If they come in with a big group of people, it can be so difficult to make sure you've checked every ID.
We have what's called door surfing, where somebody will walk in a group and just pop in the door without actually having shown an ID.
We sought to use technology to help bridge that gap. One of the nice things about working with Cisco solutions is they're very open and they scale very well. The interoperability potentials are profound. So we partnered with iOmniscient to help enhance our safety and campus experience.
iOmniscient facial recognition system can track people's face in an uncontrolled environment and also across non-overlapping cameras. We call it facial recognition in a crowd. We are able to check against the database to identify those who are not authorized.
As soon as somebody walks to that front door, we know if they belong there or not, and we're able to stop them because we can, in a giant group of people, we can actually point out the people who have set the system off.
The Cisco interoperability and collaboration system, iPICS, is also unified with this. This gives us the ability to push out very rich data to people in the field, command centers, and anyone who's using a tablet or a smartphone that's participating in the incident.
If we have a potential threat where we need to do some investigation into who's been into a space, we can go back and check that data and verify visually who was actually there.
It's the Internet of Things, the interoperability of those connections that allow us to be of better service. One technology is able to speak to another. A person is able to connect to the device. And when you connect that then with big data and analytics, we'll know the activity of our students to help augment and supplement the university experience overall. It's going to provide a much safer community.